Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you are a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacosio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
Hey guys, it's Erica here with the Childcare Director's Chair podcast, and I am showing up today extremely grateful. You guys are really truly like the best listening audience ever. So I just want to share a little something with you. And if this is your first time on the show, sorry, I'm going to take a few minutes just to ramble here because I do love my listeners. You have tuned in from 82 countries or territories. 82. To me, that's insane. I literally live in the smallest state in the U.S. 82 countries. Like, it's amazing. And we hit 2,261 cities. Those top cities are Dallas, Texas at number 1, Richmond, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Minneapolis, Minnesota, West Warwick, Rhode Island, the ATL, Georgia, I'm probably going to say this one wrong. Beltendorf, Iowa. So sorry, guys. Sydney in North South Wales, Warwick, Rhode Island, Baltimore, Maryland. Those are the top cities tuning in, downloading in the thousands. So thank you. I am extremely humbled. And no matter where you're tuning in from, do know that I love you. Please message me in the show, text the show, message me on Instagram. I love to hear from you, love to get your questions, love to hear what you think of the show. It's really important to me, and it is the thing that helps keep me going, keep our show going. You know, recording daily that's a job, guys. That's a job, and I'm here for it. So again, here for you. I am your friend in the director's chair, and everything you're living, I'm living too. Not on theory, not by a book. Like I'm going to work tomorrow, just like you. I was in work yesterday, just like you. Anyway, apologize for the rambling. Let's get into it. I want to talk today about staff meetings. I want to piggyback a little bit on yesterday's episode. So let's do that, right? So if you listened to yesterday's episode, and if you haven't, you can hop back on over. But, we talked about why your staff might not be, getting it. And here's a spoiler alert. It wasn't because they don't care. You heard me right. It's usually how we're teaching them or lack of teaching them. Today, we're going to flip the script. Yesterday was all about the why staff struggle to follow through. Today, we're going to talk about the how. How do you actually teach adult skills in a way that sticks? I know some of you are sitting here thinking, ugh, here we go again, another staff meeting tip. But stick with me. This isn't a theory. This is real, in the trenches stuff that you can start using this week. I promise you. And honestly, have you ever left a staff meeting feeling like you just talked to a wall? I know you have. Well, if you have, you're going to want to hear this. Okay, picture your last staff meeting. 20, 30 minutes of you talking. Maybe you did a slideshow, something really pretty on Canva. Maybe it was a policy handout. Everyone nods politely. And your old staff that had been there a long time are wondering, like, why are we talking about uniforms again, right? And a week later, nothing has changed. Raise your hand if this has happened to you. Yep, I see you. Here's the deal. Adults don't learn by listening once. They don't learn by signing a paper. They learn by seeing it, doing it, and reflecting on it. If you're not doing those 3 things, you are not going to get the results you want. So if you've been frustrated thinking, why are they still doing it wrong? It's not them. It's the method. Let's be honest. Last week, when you rolled out that new skill, did you explain it? Did you demonstrate it? Did you watch your staff practice it? Did you follow up? Did you reflect? If you didn't check all those boxes, you might still be in the talking at stage rather than the teaching adult stage. And that's okay. We're going to fix it today. So let's move into 5 methods that you can start using immediately. These are ones that actually get your staff to do it, not just nodding along. Number 1, here's the thing. Adults are not children, but they do learn in similar 3-step process. So you show it, they try it, then you talk about it. Let's say you're teaching a new transition routine. Model it first, walk them through the steps, and then have staff try it with your coaching. And then reflect and ask, what worked? What felt tricky? How can we improve it? Here's my favorite chair trick. Don't just watch. Ask questions while they try it. Ask them, like, what did you notice? How did that feel? It makes them think and internalize it. And the more you do that, the more it sinks in. And peer learning and mentorship is so important because adults learn from each other. Sometimes they hear me explain it 100 ways and still don't get it, but hearing it from another teacher in the room, well, magic. Peer newer staff with seasoned teachers and encourage them to observe each other, to give feedback kindly, remember, I don't want to scare off the new folks. Share real experiences from the classroom. Not only does this build skills, but it boosts confidence for everyone involved. Plus, it changes the culture where teachers help each other rather than just waiting from direction from you, And lead teachers, they definitely know what I'm talking about, right? But we want to build that confidence in your new teammates. Here's where it gets fun. Adults love solving real problems, so give them scenarios from their day-to-day. For an example, if a child refuses to clean up, walk me through what you'll do and let them practice in small groups and peers. You'll be amazed how quickly these moments stick. Here's another tip from the director's chair. Make it playful and safe. Let them know it's okay to make a mistake here. It's a practice round, not the actual classroom. So I love doing different types of games with my staff. And when I go out and present workshops, I think that the interactive activities, when they can start using their brains, and when you use your brain and then your body is moving with it at the same time, that's what sticks, not sitting looking at a piece of paper. And we know this for kids, right? But for some reason we still do it with adults. We hand them the paper and ask them to sign off. So stop trying to do everything at once, too. Long 90-minute staff meetings, they don't stick. Instead, try 10 to 15 minutes once or twice a week. Focus on one skill at a time. Repeat, practice, reflect. Think of it like scaffolding. Small, consistent steps that lead to mastery. Big chunks, they overwhelm. But small chunks, they stick. And you have to remember, everybody learns differently. Visual and verbal reinforcement, because adults process information differently and they need to show and tell and then let them do, right? So, and it could be you teaching, it could be someone else in your program teaching. I love it. I love like a mixed model, honestly. So here's an example. Walk through a completed documentation form or demonstrate on a whiteboard. Let the staff complete their own. Then debrief in multiple ways to absorb information equals it sticks. And it's really that simple. So let's go back. You're going to have them debrief. You're going to let them try it on their own. You can demonstrate it on a whiteboard. You can walk through a documentation, especially like if you're doing something like a classroom safety check or the way that the shelves need to be, cleaned and organized at the end of the night. Show it, do it, talk about it. Show it, do it, talk about it. I don't know how else to say it, but show it, do it, talk about it, guys. Don't just give them a piece of paper and say, here's the map, here's the plan, here's the new license, licensing requirements. You got to talk through it. It has to make sense as to why it applies to them. All right, guys, so let's bring it home. Here's what it looks like in your classrooms. Transitions, model, practice, reflect. For your transitions, again, model, practice, reflect. Maybe for behavior guidance, you're going to role play and then give immediate feedback. Again, behavior guidance, role play, give immediate feedback. And that's probably one of the ones that we should probably work on the most right now, because I feel like that is an area that stresses out teachers the most right now is behavior challenges in the classroom. And the more equipped that your teachers feel, the more supported they feel, the better job they're going to do, the more engaged you're going to be in the program. And then documentation, if it's a documentation thing that you're teaching there, show an example, let the staff complete it, and then review it. So whether it's your cleaning logs, whether it's some type of a system checklist that you have in a classroom, show it, show the example of the paper, let them complete it, and then review it. Okay? And you might need to do that multiple times. And in terms of family communication, maybe provide some scripts, some practice, and a debrief. Remember, consistency is key. Practicing plus coaching equals muscle memory. And that's when things actually start to change. This is something that we do in our Trailblazers group. Often I might give some scripts to the team. I call them the team. They feel like my team for them to use with their teachers. Like if a teacher is new or they're struggling with how to have a difficult conversation, I give them some scripts, some examples, some conversation starters. It really does help guide the conversation and helps the teacher feel more confident. And I think the more that you do that, the easier it becomes. I also give director scripts on how to talk with staff. So if you feel like that's an area that you're struggling with, come on over to the Trailblazer group. You can come in for free for the month. Use the code word launch. Just go to my website. So let's get into like the common traps that we fall into. And it's hard to do, and we don't do it always on purpose, but public corrections. So when you have a big meeting and you're talking about, being late, and there's only one employee in the room who's always late, you probably shouldn't be adding that to your meeting because the rest of the team doesn't need to know it because they're on time. And the person that you're calling out, everybody knows, and that's embarrassing. And that kills confidence, and it definitely kills trust. And then a one-size-fits-all approach. Like, come on, we don't teach kids that way, right? We talk about differential instruction, but why don't we do that with adults? We often will say things that maybe ignore experience. And experience not just in the field, but their experiences in other programs or in life. So don't use a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to training your team. And overloading staff with policies, when you give them too many changes, nothing's going to stick. Do a couple, make sure they get it. Do a few more, make sure they get it. And you continue to do that. Okay? And always remember, adults need relevance. They need to know, why does it matter? They need respect, and they need to be able to apply what they learned. So short, practical, supported. That's the secret sauce, guys. So again, adults need relevance. Why do they need to know it? How does it apply to them? Why does it matter? Respect, always. Always respect your team. And applied learning. You can't just tell them and say, all right, got it, guys. They're going to go, yep, but they don't got it. So make sure that you are seeing them do it, letting them tell you how they do it, showing a team member how they do it. All those things matter. And the more, again, that they do it, the more experience and the better that they're going to get it. So teaching adults, it's a skill of its own. When you do it right, staff confidence grows, follow through improves, program culture strengthens. It's not just what you teach, but how you teach it. So if you're sitting here thinking, I need to do this better, here's your next step. Sharpen your skills, your staff skills. Come join us at the Early Education Empowerment Conference, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I was going to skip right to Sunday. May 7th, 8th, and 9th. We do have a Valentine's Day special right now. Purchase one 3-day VIP ticket for $299 for a 3-day conference. That's a great deal, guys. The speakers that are at this conference are amazing. Check it out on our website. There's over 35 folks, so way too many to list here. But, you'll get full access. Plus, if you purchase a VIP ticket, you will also be able to get 4 Saturday-only tickets for your teaching team with the code GENERALADMIN for nothing. So buy one VIP ticket at $299. You and 4 of your staff are coming to the Early Childhood Empowerment Conference. All right, so the directions are in the link below on how you purchase your tickets. And I think that is probably it today, guys. Again, I could not be any happier with my audience, and I hope that this show is helping you in meaningful ways. And I hope to see you at the conference, because this conference is what leadership looks like in action. The people that are coming out are just truly amazing. Leadership that works, training that sticks, and communication that builds culture. Skills your team can immediately use. So again, check the show notes below. Use code for our Valentine's Day special. And that's it for today. As always, have an amazing day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.